project? What did you develop? What does PBL stand for? Right? And I see that there are some random words that are in capital. Great experience, capital E, building, capital B, project, group. No. Only the first word of the sentence will be in capital. Alright? So these few things you might have to just keep in mind. Same thing for where your cursor is right now. Had a great experience exploring the cybersecurity world. How did you explore? What did you do? Exactly. What did you do in the boot camp? And here I see a mix of 4 things if you ask me. I see extracurricular activities. I see an achievement. I see a co-curricular activity, certification and a project. I see different things here. They need to be bifurcated. Okay? If possible, if you could change the blue to black, just keep it as monochrome as possible. Okay? Languages known is good. Okay, again, languages known is a separate section, and we don't want soft skills, hard skills. Please do not, this is for all of you again, please don't make separate tables for soft skills, hard skills. Just skills and mention them. Okay? They are good. The skills that you've mentioned are very good, Pratik. It's just that you'll have to combine them with your technical skills. Probably on top, because it's important. Transferable skills is what they are looking for. Right? Extracurricular activities, participate in various activities and workshops. You'll have to be more specific. Which activity, which workshop do you have proof? Alright. Now self-hypnosis and dream interpretation. Is it relevant? Have you done any project related to your engineering and this? Then you can write it. Otherwise, no. Then your boot camp and all of that will come. Your digital boot camp will come under extracurricular activity. Okay. Personality, we do not mention our personality in a resume. We'll have to combine them with skills only, technical skills and soft skills, which you will title as skills only. Okay. Audiophile is not a hobby. Audiophile is again your description. I think what you're trying to say is that you like to listen to music. Alright. So again, if you see the alignment, you'll have to, this is for everyone. Your spacing alignment should be uniform throughout. Alright. So Pratik, you could say listening to music, sketching. Instead of explorer, which is a great word, you could say traveling. Alright. Something like that with commas or one under the other. Alright. It's a good resume. Just needs a little bit of tweaking. That's it. Alright. Pratik. Okay, we have 3 minutes to go. Anyone else? Any doubts whatsoever?
Ma'am, at the end of the resume, is it necessary to put up the declaration section and our signature, etc.?
Some people do it, some people don't. Honestly, it's up to you. I hereby declare that all the information furnished by me above is true to the best of my knowledge and the sign. It's optional, honestly, if you ask me. Okay, if you have space, do it. If you don't have it, let it be. But you be honest. You be honest in your resume. Alright? Anyone else? Any other doubt?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Ram, tell me.
In interview, in which format do we have to show the resume? Which type of documents should we carry together?
Which kind of documents? Alright, so majorly you need to have your resume with you. They might mention, you might be told as to what documents they expect to see from you, but majorly it will be everything that you're providing in your CV, in the sense you've said you've done something, so your internships, your certifications, if you've done any courses, So all your important documents, the proof of all your important documents, your internship letter, any recommendation letter, any certifications that you have received, your mark sheets, your resume, which is clean, all right, not no crumbled resumes. It should be, everything has to be so neat, all right.
Ma'am.
Great question. 1 second, somebody has asked a question here. Where should we put our hands depending on whether the table is up close or further away? That's an excellent question, Pratik. So do one thing. We need to have functional gesturing. You know what is functional gesturing? It means that if I sit very stiff right now and not move my hands, you will come to know that I'm very nervous. If I keep it on top of the table, I can come across as very casual. So anything that I do is a risk, right? So I understand why it's scary as to what we're supposed to do with the hands. So while you speak, don't keep your hand on the table either. You could just, as you speak, you say, I have done this, I have done this, I have done this. Functional gesturing, which means you're using your hand gestures to actually emphasize what you are explaining to your interviewers. So they're not stiff or in your pockets or folded, but you're using your gestures to actually make a point.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, I was having a doubt. In my resume,
Yes,
I have combined hobbies and my strengths in one segment, additional information. So, is it
No,
fine?
No.
Okay.
Don't mention strengths in your resume. They'll ask you about your strengths in the interview. Don't mention, this is for all of you. Do not mention strengths in your resume. Did I cut you off, Aman? That was your question, right?
Yes,
Don't
ma'am.
mention. Yeah, don't mention strengths. Hobbies are enough.
Yes.
Why hobbies? Sometimes during your interview, even they get tired of interviewing so many people. They see an interesting hobby, they might just ask you. If they see you like cricket, they might ask you, hey, have you watched the latest cricket match? Yeah, just to strike a conversation with. It's possible. That's why they usually write the hobbies section. All right. Pratik, was I able to answer your question about the hands? Functional gesturing is your answer. Okay. Within this framework, use your hands. All right. Ram, yes, you can show your resume. Till Ram shares his resume, Harshvardhan, do we directly hand over the resume or should we wait for them to ask? You can wait for them to ask. For all you know, they might already have a copy. If they don't, you can, they will ask you for your resume. Again, your file should be so neat. Again, don't keep your file randomly on the table. Keep it properly. When they ask you for your resume, every document that they ask you for, in case they do for proof, it should be handy. You should not be struggling. You know how it is with a woman's purse. Your phone is ringing and you're looking at every place, but you cannot get your phone. Nope. Okay, don't let that happen. You keep sticky notes. All of these, these things that you're not saying, you're showing that you're organized. You show that you know your stuff, that you have carefully placed everything properly. All right. So in your file also, organize everything so well that anything that they ask for, it's ready with you. Okay. Harsha has asked, how do we give a proper introduction in an interview? All right. Wow, I would have been able to speak for an hour on this. But introduction, first of all, again, I think I mentioned it to you guys last time. Know myself. You will not say myself, Harsha. I am, my name is. First of all, say good morning, good afternoon. Thank them for the opportunity to interview with them. And then you will talk about, like you'll say your name. Don't over introduce yourself because then you will end up repeating any question that they ask. If you talk about your strengths, skills, everything initially, then you will not know what to say if they ask you something else later. So your degree, something that you're passionate about, maybe your goals. That's it. Do not talk about family. Okay? Ram, quick, just saw your resume. it's Indira College, college with an E. Alright, you have to be very careful with spellings. Project manager intern, that's not your position anymore, so do not mention. Are you in that position right now?
No.
No. Okay.
So
So
I
in that
think
case,
it is for.
yeah, no, that's okay, that's okay. I was genuinely asking, I wasn't yelling at you. You can just remove that part, okay? It's a good resume, you don't have to worry at all. What you do is, your summary education, align it to the left. Align it to this side. Okay. Now, again, for your summary, try to align it with British Petroleum. I like what you've done with your education, but again, as you already know, HSC, SSC, change that.
Yeah, I will do that changes, no problem.
You're a brainiac, huh? You got close to 98% in your 10th. Yeah? Alright. Congratulations. To the right, please mention the year. I just see date period there. Just the year of passing. Whatever it was, just the year of
Yes.
passing. Please mention that. Key achievements, instead of, I see that your overall alignment is central. Make it left aligned and make it like this. Even for the future, easier for a machine to read, if ever. Okay? Don't bifurcate your skills, but you have written well. I think those are many skills. They might, for those of you who write a lot of skills, first ensure that you genuinely have those skills. Secondly, they might pick on you and ask you that, okay, in your skills you have written problem solving skills. Talk to us about the last problem you have solved. Right? Or collaboration. What do you mean by collaboration? What have you done? They will ask you for proof. When I say proof, now you can't provide any certificate or anything. They will ask you to narrate an incident in your college life, in your personal life, where you have shown that you have these collaboration skills. If you have the answer, include it in skills. If you don't have the answer, remove it. Okay? I repeat, in your skills, they might ask you for proof, which is not a paper proof, not a document proof. So ensure that you have some story, some incident ready in your head that you can narrate confidently to prove that you have that particular skill. Okay? Ram, for your certification, what was the name of the certification? Who awarded you that certification and the year? Okay.
I will do changes.
Yeah, for experience also, professional experience, and you know the rest, right? In bullet points, add a little bit more. Same thing for project. Good. And you have to still add languages known and other things, right? Just add languages known and all of that at the end. That's just perfect. It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Disha, tell me.
What about the resume which are made in Flow CV with you while using the colorful templates? Are they appropriate?
They are appropriate. That's not a problem. It depends on the kind of color that you are using. Again, for ATS, sometimes if the color is too dark, machines find it difficult to read, right? So what I am trying to say through this particular session is that I know you all are doing this for British Petroleum, but make a CV or a resume where even in the future, if you'll ever want to apply to any company, you all can keep all these things in mind. So for that, if there is an ATS scan, it shouldn't come in the way. All right. So maybe a light professional color should be okay. Gray, like your somber colors, shades of black and brown and blue. So which means beige, light gray, black and white, navy blue. Should be okay. Does that answer your question, Disha?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, don't use yellow, orange, anything which is too vibrant. Red, because color theory is something we need to keep in mind when it comes to resumes. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, honey. Tell me.
Ma'am, if I want to write or highlight anything into my project,
Yes.
how do I do that?
Put it in bold. But don't put so many things in bold that it becomes troubling to the ear. You know, there is something called the readability or the fog index, which means that when somebody is reading or glancing through your resume, it shouldn't pop out and be very overstimulating for whoever's reading your resume. Alright?
Okay, ma'am.
So anything, keep some uniformity in whatever you're making bold. So I liked what Prasad had done, if you remember his resume when he shared it. Yeah. So just a few things that you absolutely want to highlight. You think that you don't want them to skip through that section or through that part. You could just make it into bold. But this is again for all of you. Don't make a lot of things in bold, randomly italics, then straight. Avoid doing that. It affects the readability. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Oh, no, that's okay if it came genuinely from the heart. You know, it's really fine. Oh, as long as it was a web-to-web handshake, which means it's a professional handshake. Yes, you smiled, you sat. That's okay. Also, don't flatter or butter up your interviewers too much because they can see right through it. Thank you so much. Such a pleasure to meet you, and it was so nice. Don't overdo it because they'll see right through it. Just the right amount of genuineness. Don't butter anyone up. But yes, a shake hand and then thank